Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Incognito representing SA Hip Hop Reloaded. We outside StreetFest number 12
Yes,
in
sir.
Doornfontein. And I'm here.
Maboneng.
Oh, Maboneng. Oh,
So good,
there's
though.
the
We're going to
GPS.
Bram. We'll be back to Bram soon. Don't worry, though.
I'm with the very man himself. The reason we're gathered here today. NOTBENJAMIN StreetFest 12.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
We back. Thank you.
I bet it's been a rocky road and still is. How do you feel about the cultural phenomenon you've created? Looking back to the very first one, what positives can you point out, and have you achieved any goals that you set out to accomplish?
Yeah, since the first one, I learned a lot. Let me say that much. There was a lot to learn, but even now, as I host the 12th one, I'm still learning, you know? So there's a lot to learn still. We're still at the beginning, regardless. So we're at the start of this, and we're gonna be at StreetFest 50 soon, you know what I mean? And by then, hopefully, I won't have to learn too much, you know? What I'll say is that if in life, just keep learning, stay learning. And
Be a
right now,
student.
I'm happy about the fact that we've done 12. I'm happy about the fact that everyone pulled up tonight and all the artists came through and performed and went crazy, dog. So for that, we're up. The streets are cold.
Yeah.
The streets are real cold right now, and we're holding it down. We're making it freezing. Brr.
Take us back to the moment when the idea for StreetFest first sparked. Do you remember where you were and what inspired you to create this iconic event? Was there a particular experience, conversation, or vision that set the wheels?
Yeah, I was already hosting events. I just hadn't created the name.
Okay.
And at the time, it was at Mangrove. And they wanted me to host every month. Then I said, I need a name for it. Let me think of a name. Then when we made the group on WhatsApp, my dog, get home safe. Appreciate you, dog. Shout out. So when we made the group on WhatsApp, we called it Street Festival because it was Mangrove Street, you know, so we named it just Street Festival.
Okay.
Then I said, and like, dog, let's just call it Street Fest one time. So the process of doing events, that was already the plan. But that's how the name just came, and I said, let's not make it too complicated. Let's actually run with it, because that's what you're representing, street culture. And when it came to me, the idea just landed. I was like, okay, clean.
Okay.
Street Fest, street culture, street hip-hop culture. And now, beyond hip-hop, it's just going to move on to culture of the streets.
Okay. Not to pocket watch, and I hope you're comfortable answering the question. I understand you don't have much financial support for StreetFest. Well,
Yeah.
how are you able to attract big names like Aries, Nasty C, Blackie, and now MT to perform at StreetFest despite their likely hefty booking fees?
Beyond everything, it's connections. You gotta get your connections right. I've been a producer in the game. I've been making music with a lot of people for years. And been making music for free for a lot of years. And you know how it is being a producer. How are we gonna get paid? Ooh.
Yeah.
So I realized there's other ways to cash in the check, you know? So I'm doing my own thing, and now the people that I work with come on board. But when it comes to artists like Nasty C, Aries, MT, like that I'm not as close with, we have to come with the right tactic, the right approach. I make it professional. I reach out to sponsors if they like through the first maybe even 5 to 10 Street Fest, I made money and saved it.
Okay.
So now I'm able to do it. Whether I have a sponsor or not, I can do this. Today I didn't have no sponsors. All the sponsors came through to provide a service and everything. But in reality, this came out of my pocket. I hosted this. I paid for MT out of my pocket. I paid for this venue. You know what I mean? Because we've been saving the money up for so long and hosting all of these street fests. So when it started out, it was a thing of having the deal with Mangrove to say, here's the venue and sound. Then I asked my bros that I make music with to come perform. That's low budget. That's no sponsors. That's cutting the expenses down.
Yeah.
But then as things like continued, when I reach out to Reese, I'm saying, yo, here's the contract. Here's how much I have. And because of a sponsor maybe came on board, gave me a young, small thing, I won't say how much, and then I gave that all to the headliner and told him, yo, let's add some beats, because I don't have more guap. Let's put beats in the contract. So I'll maybe put 3 to 5 beats in the contract. You know what I mean? So there's different ways to approach it. Whatever you do, if you're a shooter, tell them I'll shoot your music video, come headline my show. Or if you shoot music videos for people and you haven't been paid, reach out to them and tell them what you're operating, and then you bring them on board. You understand?
Okay.
My voice is gone right now, by the way, if you can't hear.
Yeah,
I'm struggling to even talk, but I'm trying to chop it up nicely with you.
Lastly, the lineups are always reaching youth. How do you go about selecting the artists for each Street Fest? What criteria do you consider in choosing who performs at StreetFest?
I look at who's got motion. Boilers have been on the last 2 street fest in Joburg, the last 2, because they have the motion. They've been holding it down since. So I look at who's got motion, but I also think about what the audience might want, and I think about what would be best for the event.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't want it to get awkward or anything, so I make sure it's got the right diversity of sounds, the right amount of DJs, the right amount of performers, different sounds. You understand?
Okay, cool. No, Benjamin, thank you very much.
I appreciate you, my dog. Thank you for pulling up. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing interviews. We need you in the culture. You understand? We need that. There's Audio Mark right there. Shout out Audio Mark. Toilets on the highest.